It didn't slap me in the face or nothing. I was worried about that. I really was. Hillbilly. Howdy, Hillbilly Nation. This is American Hillbilly. Good to see y'all today. Hope your day is wonderful. As most of you know, I already did a video with an Osight. Yes, the original Osight. Yeah, we like beat this thing up, just put through all kinds of abuse, and it passed with flying colors. Matter of fact, one of my VIPs won that one right there. Yeah, it still works great. But we got some more stuff in from Osight. Yeah, we got the Osight X. Yeah, look at that. Not only that, we got the Osight S. Yeah, so we're gonna be showing this to you guys, and we're gonna be doing some videos on this. See how well it holds up? Now these have some different features, and I'm gonna tell you all about them. All right, they've even changed up the boxing a little bit. Yeah, look at this. So this is Osight S. So yeah, great boxing here. They got a really nice note in here. Now the Osight S, you'll see it's quite smaller. This is your RMS-C, so it's going to fit like most of your like 1911s, a lot of that stuff. Yes, this also has what I really like is the charging hood. That's what I like. This is so cool. Put that on there. It shows you the charging, which this needs to be charged up. I just got this. But yes, you basically plug this in, you charge it up, and then you put this cover on there, which also acts as a dust cover, and then it charges. You can see this is really low, so it definitely needs to be charged. We'll get these charged up before we mount them up. But also, they're really great about sending plenty of screws, mounting brackets, everything you need. So I really like that. Then here we have the Osight X. Yes, this is the larger version. This is just like the one I showed previous, the Osight. It has the RMR cut on it and everything, and I absolutely love this. I have it on my pistol. I've been running it. It's been doing great. We got our seasoning in there. But it also comes with a charging hood. So this is really cool. It shows how much the battery pack is charged up, and when you put it on here, it shows us how much the dot's charged up. So this has been a really cool game changer for me, not having to change the batteries. And I'm still running my other one. All this time I've put quite a few rounds to it, and we're gonna be coming back and checking that again. But the original Osight, I'm still running it without having to charge this up. I charged it up one time, it's full. I've done video with it, I've shot it quite a bit, and it's still showing plenty of charge. So we're gonna keep track of that and let you guys know how long that actually lasts. So you're like, Hillbilly, isn't this the same as the one you've been showing us? Well, real similar, except for this one has some new features. Both of these do. Both of these have some new features as far as the reticle goes. In the first one, you just had the dot. I believe it's 3 MOA. Now, here we got some different optics inside these. So I'm excited to show you guys these, and I think some of you guys are really going to like them. All right, so this one right here is the Osight X. This is the bigger one. It is the RMR cut. And you can see here there's 3 different reticles. You can switch between a 3 MOA dot or a 32 MOA circle, or both of them together. You know, so you have the circle with the dot. And I'm really liking this, and I can co-witness with this on my pistol because it's got low enough profile that I can co-witness with my standard sights. This is the smaller one, the Osight S. Yes, the Osight S has the RMS-C footprint, also known as the shield footprint. Now here you also have the 3 choices of reticles. You have the 2 MOA dot, a 32 MOA circle, or both of them together, the circle with the dot. Now this one also has 2 raised areas in the back, can be used for your rear sight. But this is also a very low profile and would probably work with your standard sights anyhow, rear and front. So I don't think that'd be a problem. But it does also have it in case you do need it. And here we see it mounted on different styles of pistols. And as you can see, it looks like it pretty much co-witnesses with just about anything. So I think this will be a great addition to most every pistol. All right, Hillbilly Nation. If you watched my last Osight video, it's just plain Osight. It was an RMR cut. I really liked it. You know, now we have the X and the S. Well, in that other video, the first video I did, like, I had some people say, well, there's a couple YouTube creators out there, and they had some trouble with that. So would you mind, like, putting it through some tests? So I used the slider. So I racked it on the table several times. I took the magazine out, I smacked it around and all that. It still shot fine. And then somebody said, well, they sent that to you, didn't they? And I said, yeah, they sent it to me to do an honest review, and that's what I did. And so it's kind of brought up, it's like, well, maybe they send you content creators something better or whatever. So I got thinking about that. So I spent the money out of my own pocket, bought another one, and like we put it through all kinds of tests. We batted around, we threw it, we dropped it, we did everything. We put on a 12 gauge bullpup, shot slugs through it, it still worked. And actually I ended up giving that away in a contest for one of my VIPs. Yeah, it still worked, no problem. So when Osight seen that video, they're like, wow, you know, that is great. Like, you put it through like the worst environment and it survived. So we're gonna send you our newest ones out, the X and the S, and do an honest review on them. So I thought, well, I always want to be honest with my viewers. I won't sell for a company or nothing like that. So we're going to take this X and S from Osight and we're going to beat it up some. If it survives that, then we're going to put it on some guns and we're going to be shooting it. So let's see if these can take some abuse, okay? So yeah, this is a plastic bat. Yeah, it's like for wiffle balls and stuff. Yeah, we got grandkids, so we got some of these around here. But I will tell you this, you don't want to get hit by one of these. Show you how tough this is. I hate hard seltzer. I keep hard seltzer out here on the range because I shoot it. Yeah, I gotta help the world get rid of hard seltzer. So let's see how much damage it can do to this. Dang, I made a mess. I got a hard seltzer spraying down here. Oh, look at this. Made a mess of the table. Yeah. I don't want to get hit by this. So tell you what, we got the Osight X right here, brand new. Ah, there's still stuff everywhere from that. Ugh. Anyway, we're going to set this up here. We're going to tee it off right here. And we're going to bat it out that way. See if it still works. Nice grounder. So let's take the Osight S, the smaller one. Let's stick it up here. We got teed up. Let's bat this baby out here. Try to get a nice grounder. That way it takes a lot of abuse. Oh yeah. So let me go try to find them real quick. All right. They passed the bat and grounder. I'll see if I can hold that up there. I can see it with my own eyes. They're still working. Okay, that's the X. Let's check the S, see if it's still working. I can see it with my own eyes. Hopefully y'all can too. It is still working just fine. So, the S and the X both passed the wiffle ball bat grounder test. So now, I'm gonna take them and I'm gonna throw them at that piece of plywood. Don't know if I'll hit it or not, but I'm sure gonna try. Okay, up first is the X. Okay, got the plywood. Now we got the S, the smaller one. All right, let me go find them. All right, I found them. Now this is the S, the bigger one. This is RMR cut. Okay, let's see if this works. I can see it just fine. I'm gonna try. I got a little glare on the camera, so it's hard for me to tell if you guys can see it or not. But it's working fine. Everything still looks good. The glass, front, back, you can tell it's scuffed up. Yeah, still working. There we go. Toss that out there. Now here's the S. Oh, no, it's not a break. Okay, yeah, not even really a scuff. I thought there's a little bill on the glass, but nope, it's still working just fine. Let me see if I can get where you guys can see this here, hopefully. Man, the glare coming off this camera, it's so hard for me to tell if you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. But yes, it is working still. No problems, none whatsoever. All right, well, these both are still working. Glass is good on them. Everything's working fine. Here's the X, the bigger one. This is RMR cut. Then we got the S, which is a smaller RMSC. Yeah, they're both working great, man. Not very often do you put an optic or something like that to a test like I did in the last video, but then you talk to them, they're like, hey, we believe in what we're putting out. We believe in the quality. We believe in this stuff. So we're going to send you 2 of our brand newest ones. Put those through some tests. Same as you did the other one. So right there, I mean, that's a pretty good deal for a company to say, hey, bat this thing around and use it. Be honest and show it to everybody, and let's see if it can pass this test and see if it can last. So far, so good. Like I said, we're going to put them on some guns. We're going to shoot them. We're going to make sure they hold 0. Because, yeah, even if they last, you know, through some of those tests, if they don't hold 0, then it's not going to do you much good, is it? So I'll get these mounted up and see how they do. All right, Hillbilly Nation. We're going to be putting these Osights to the test here. Yeah, we beat them up a little bit and everything, but let's shoot them, see if they stay on target. And first up, we have the Osight X. Yes, this is the RMR cut. We have it on the Grizzly 101. Absolutely love this pistol. Oh my goodness. The grips on it, everything about this, the way it fits my hand. Absolutely love the Grizzly 101. And it is 9mm. It does hold 17 rounds. But what's really cool about this dot here is, of course, you can have it on just the dot. You can have it on a circle, or you can have it on a circle with the dot. And that's really cool. I'd like to see some other companies do this. So we're going to be testing this, and we're also going to be testing the Osight S. Okay, that's a smaller fella right there. Yeah. Now, it is the RMSC footprint or shield footprint. And yeah, we have a recoil test for that dude too. And I think you guys are going to want to see that. You don't want to miss that test. So today I will be shooting from a stand right here because I want to make sure, like, my faults and problems, you know, don't like have it off a lot, you know. So I want to give the dot and the pistol the best chance it's got. And as most of you know, I'm right-handed and always aim through my right eye. Well, I have problems with my right eye, so I'm going to switch over to left-handed and left-eyed. So that's another reason for the rest here. And hopefully my eye gets better, or I get acclimated to shooting left-handed. But yeah, you're not going to want to miss any of this video. So I've already put about 10 rounds through this with this dot on. You know, getting it sight in and just shooting it, and so far it's good. So we'll just go ahead and start, take this mag that's loaded, slap it around a little bit, and see if knocks it off 0 any. Okay, and now I never claimed to be the best shot by any means. But the deal is today is to see if this Osight works, if it holds 0. And I will tell you this, even out here in the sun, I can see that dot really, really well, and I even have it turned down some. I didn't even have to go to full power to be able to see that dot. I have it in the dot with the circle in it, and so let's see how that does. Oh, another thing I forgot to say is this thing sets so low. These are not co-witness sights on this pistol, but I still can co-witness the rear and the front sight with the dot. So that's nice, not having to get co-wet in the sights. So we're loaded up here. We'll just shoot that center mass target. Okay, it's low, probably me. Put a few more shots in. So, other than the one I pulled, those look pretty good. Okay, I went ahead and took the magazine out, the chamber's safe, and what reason I did that is let's rock this thing a few times here. And you can see that's just racking it on the slide only right here. So let me go back and check the co-witness. Yeah, it seems to be on still, so let's put a few more rounds down. Well, hopefully I don't pull any of these. But it looks like it's still on target. It is unloaded again. Chamber's clear. Let's rock this some more. I'll turn it where you can see it. Let's tap on it with the magazine. It seems to still be on target right there, no problem, on 0. So I can co-witness the sights with the dot. So let's put some more rounds down range. I don't know how many we got left in here, but let's go ahead and finish them off. All right, clear. So that's over 17 rounds downrange right there. And it's still shooting groups like that. Oh man, can't beat that, fellas. So this is clear, no magazine in it. Chamber's empty. And hey, it's holding 0. Man, I don't know what to say other than I'd trust it, no doubt about it. Yeah, I know I was shooting low and a little all over the spot there. Like I said, I'm not the best shooter, but I will come back out and adjust that up just a little bit. And you know, I think this is going to work for me. Yeah, I'm going to use this for my ADC. Yeah, another thing this has too that I absolutely love from the other Osight is the auto adjust. I've been carrying the other one on here with the auto adjust. I love it. You got there in the day, it's brighter, and you go into the shade, you know, it dims up and everything. It's been working great. So I know you guys are thinking, well, how about that little feller, the Osight S? Yeah, it's like, you know, I'd want to put that on, like, say, my 1911. Yeah, with the Lord's caliper, 45. So can that little feller, like, hold 0 and take abuse? Because, you know, I'm gonna put it on what some people say the best pistol out there, 1911 with the 45 ACP. I did one better to test this out, and you're not gonna want to miss this. I know you're sitting out there, Hillbilly, what could be the better test for that little feller, the Osight S? What would be a better test for that other than the 1911 chambered in the Lord's caliber 45 ACP? I got a surprise for you. We have the Keltec Bullpup 12 gauge shotgun. Now, argue with me if you want, but I think this has more recoil than a 1911 with the 45 ACP. I said I'm gonna put these through the test. I'm putting them through the test, feller. I just thought us hillbillies did around here. So what we have here, the Osight S RMSC or shield footprint, and I have it on this Viridian 45-degree angle mount. Yes, I've ran this on my 300 blackout and everything, and what's cool about this from Viridian is it has different footprints, and you can adjust it in and out and everything for your scope and rest of the stuff you got on there. So I absolutely love this. So we're going to put this thing through some recoil. I think I got something more worried about of this thing not keeping 0 is, will this mount hold up on a 12 gauge? So I hope so, because I do not need a black eye. So let's load this up with some 12 gauge slugs. So what we're using is these Federal 2 3/4 1-inch slugs. Yeah. Yeah, and they're gonna kick the tar out of my shoulder. I already know that, but I'm doing it for you, Hillbilly Nation. All right, let's get with it. My shoulder's not gonna lock this. We'll aim at the same center mass. All right, there's another one. See this baby holds and don't give me a black eye. Woo, man, that kicks like a dang mule. Golly. Oh, one more if my shoulder can take it. Oh, golly. Man, gotta get this shoulder worked up for trap season coming up. I'm not used to shooting from this side. Oh, man. Well, folks, where we come from, that's called a hit. That little feller stayed on 0. All right, so the Osight S, that little feller right there, yeah, it's still working. It's holding 0. And yeah, the 45 ACP might be the Lord's caliber, but 12 gauge is the Hillbilly's caliber. Yeah, that little feller held up to the beating that this thing put it through. And oh my goodness, I mean, groups like that, I mean, dang. So let's walk down here. I'll show you this real quick. So here is the 12 gauge, all 5 slugs. I mean, that'll work, fellas. I mean, it never lost 0 at all and took a beating. Now the 9mm, yeah, I did, you know, some of these are me, there's no doubt about that, but I mean, look at that area. I mean, you know, compared to my hand, those are all a hand shot. I mean, and it never lost 0. Another thing about those sights, I really like the change of the reticle in there. Yeah, that circle, and then, well, you got circle with dot, and then just dot. That circle, I might just put one of these on one of my 12 gauges and see how it does shooting trap. Yeah, who knows? So the Osight S took a beating, held 0, did great. It didn't slap me in the face or nothing. I was worried about that, I really was. And then the Osight X, it done good. Yeah, and I'm gonna leave this on this pistol. I had the other Osight on here, but I really like to be able to change the reticles, and so that is staying on this pistol. We'll put several more rounds through it. We'll see how the battery holds up, all that stuff. And also the cap does fit over this, you know, with these non-suppressor height sights, no problem. I know the battery on the other one, I've carried it. We shot several hundred rounds through it, and it's still not had to be charged. Yeah, and it's on the shake weight feature too. So anyway, Hillbilly Nation, I hope you enjoyed this video. I tried to give you my honest opinion. I put these things through a lot of abuse, more than I ever have on anything else I've ever carried. But anyway, I sure appreciate you. YouTube says we can't put any discount links or, you know, linked in these companies and all that, so that's fine. I'm not gonna do that because I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. But I will tell you to check out my solo link down there in the description. I want to leave you off this. Remember, God, family, and country. Make somebody's day better, will you? And if the good Lord's willing, the creeks don't rise, we'll be seeing you again, Hillbilly Nation. We love you. And if you enjoyed this video, check out some of the videos we got coming up right after these awesome VIPs. I sure hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please subscribe and check out some other videos here. And check out my other YouTube channel, Hillbilly Up. You can also follow me on Rumble, X, Instagram, TikTok. Everything is in my solo link down below. Thank you, and make somebody's day better, will you?